There are many differences between English-speaking people, and it is impossible to cover all of them in this short course. But there are some things that are similar to all English speakers. Here they are. When you are walking through a door, it is polite to hold the door for people coming behind you. And if somebody holds the door open for you, say "thank you" when you walk through. When you are on a bus or a train, you should offer your seat to older people, pregnant women, or sick people. Personal space is very important. Do not enter a stranger's personal space. How do you know what is the correct distance? Oh, look at the other people. Look at how they stand on the bus or train, or how they stand in a queue. Speaking of which, English speakers, especially British people, are very, very serious about queuing. To jump the queue, which means to try to go before somebody in front of you, is so bad that everybody in the queue will shout at you. Never jump the queue. If you have an emergency or if you are in a hurry, you can say, "Excuse me, but do you mind if I go ahead of you?" You should also explain the reason why you need to go ahead in the queue. Most times, people will allow you to do this. Very often, non-English speakers are confused by small talk. An English speaker asks you, "How are you doing?" but then doesn't care about your answer. How rude! But this is not a real question. Small talk is a ritual like shaking hands. One person says, "How are you?" And the other person says, "Good, thanks. How are you?" And the first person says, "I'm good, thanks." That is all. You do not need to say or do anything else. This is the complete ritual. Being on time is important to most English speakers. If a person says, "Meet me at 8 p.m., that person will be waiting for you at 8 p.m. Not 7:45 p.m., not 8:15 p.m. Some people are more flexible than others. But generally, if you are going to be late, you must tell the person. If you are going to be late to a restaurant, you must call the restaurant because they will give your table to somebody else. Just like every other country, some places have a dress code and some places do not. If you are going to an expensive restaurant, you should ask if the restaurant has a dress code. If you are going to the opera or the theater, the dress code is semi-formal or formal. This means no jeans and no trainers. When you are eating in public with a group of people, you must wait for everybody's meals to arrive before you begin. everybody begins eating at the same time. If you are waiting for your food to arrive, but everybody else already has their meals, you can say, "Please, go ahead." This means that you are happy if they begin to eat without you. When you are in a public space, do not speak loud enough that other people can hear your conversation. They do not want to hear you. It is okay for a man and a woman to kiss and hold hands in public. And in many places, it is okay for a man and a man, or a woman and a woman to kiss or hold hands. But not everywhere. Some people believe this behavior is homosexual. And not all English speakers accept homosexuality. If you are gay or lesbian, be careful. In most places, there will be no problems. But in some places, you might have some problems. Littering is very bad. This means to drop trash onto the ground. In many places, you can get a fine for littering. Don't do it. In most countries, tipping is optional and you only tip in restaurants, hairdressers, and taxis. But in the USA, tipping is expected almost everywhere. And you should give a tip to anybody who helps you. In the hotel, you should tip the porter and the housekeeping staff. You should tip the barman or the barwoman. In some bars and restaurants, there are even people who stand in the toilet and clean the toilet when you are there. They want a tip from you. When you give a tip, you can give $1 or $2. Now try some of the exercises to see how much you remember about English-speaking customs.